What is going on, 10 Toes family? Yo, squad, we have a crazy reaction video today. And what I mean is AI and the brain rot content farming from it. Yo, this video is alarming. This is for parents, for kids, for brothers, sisters, teachers, students, anybody who's barely getting on the internet. This is very, very important, guys. You need to watch it. Now, so in previous videos, right? Oh, sorry, something in my eye. In previous videos, right, I was explaining that AI was a tool. So doing further investigation and research, I don't think it's a tool. What I think it's making us stupid, guys. So you can basically just put a little prompt inside of an engine and it'll create something for you. There's nothing that you do that's gonna change the way it creates besides what you put in the words. Now, I would think that AI would be used for, reviewing and what is it called? Not refining, but revising, sentences, prompts, essays, whatever you need maybe. Now, it's not even doing that. It's writing a full essay for you and maybe you're changing it around. But it's not a tool, guys. It's literally something that's just making us stupid. AI is smarter than humans right now. I think so. A lot of people can't even read. That's crazy. And it's because of stuff like this. It's all this brain rot content. Now, yo, like Visual Venture and give a subscribe to Visual Venture. I'm going to be leaving their little tag right here so you can find them. But they're really good. Their videos are very, very well put together, guys. Very well put together. Now, let's get into it, right? Let's take a deep dive. Yo, 10 Toes family. I just want to say thank you very much. But without further ado, let's get into it.
Did you know that 90% of viewers cannot tell the difference between real footage and AI generated
Damn, already.
content?
Let me pause it right there, right? That is very, very true. Nowadays, there's something called, what is it? Is it VO7 or VO3? Something. It's a new AI, it's a new AI engine, right? And so, yo, even Charlie talks about this, guys. Penguin Zero talks about this, guys. He talks about that it's so good that you can barely, like, you really, really, really have to be looking into the crack of that ass to fucking see. But you really, really have to be looking to to identify if it's AI. But it's getting so good where you can't tell. That's crazy work. I can't even tell if it's AI or not AI anymore. So, yo, this is all speculation and theory. Let's get to it.
Gobsmacked at the state of this channel. Mutated faces and hands and multiple or missing limbs.
Exactly.
Like, the people look so weird. Like,
your kids are seeing this.
AI was literally generating the same person over and over again.
A huge portion of the internet has been discovered to be comprised of AI-generated slop.
AI content farms are turning YouTube into a dumping ground for cheap, fake content. And
yo, let me pause it right there. That's very, very true, guys. And you know why? Because you guys are getting those crazy-ass YouTube ads when it's just like an AI video, right? And it's like, Jimmy lost his girlfriend to these level 10 power super fucking humans. They beat him up right in front of her, and so they took his girlfriend. But then Jimmy decided to train, and then Jimmy became a level 20 boss or something stupid like that. You guys know what I'm talking about? What the fuck is going on here? Like, why is this happening? Is this YouTube's algorithm? AI generated slop? Because, yo, these fucking ads are getting wild. Wild. Let's get to it.
Worse. Today, we'll look at real examples of disturbing AI content farms that might be destroying the internet.
Correct.
So my goal this year is to give you guys double the amount of videos without sacrificing quality. And to do that, we got to keep growing. So 70% of you guys aren't subscribed, and it would mean the world to me if you did. And I promise to give you more fire content.
That's what's up.
The rise of AI content farms. AI content farms are YouTube channels that let artificial intelligence do the work. AI writes the script, creates the voice, and sometimes puts the videos together. But these content farms can sometimes be dangerous. And there's one channel that shows how bad things can get because their AI-made content can mess with your health. Bio AI Art is honest about one thing. They use AI to make their videos. But there's a problem that's far more serious. Bio AI Art shares medical facts and health tips that seem legit, but a lot of it seems wrong and potentially dangerous. Before we show specific examples of their harmful medical advice, let's analyze where the strange channel came from. Bio AI Art launched in August 2022, and back then it wasn't even about health. The channel posted videos about animals and nature, like this one called What Do Ants Eat? And this World's Cutest Parrot with Fruit and Flowers. It was nothing serious, nothing medical, just fun animal content anyone could enjoy. But somewhere along the way, the channel pivoted. It stopped posting cute animal videos and started making medical content that covered sensitive health issues like gut issues, brain function, and chronic diseases. Bio AI Art has uploaded about 2,000 videos. That's more than 10 videos every week. Not many human doctors can create content this fast. And some of their medical videos have sketchy health advice. One of their most misleading videos is about something
Let me
called
pause it right
leaky.
there. Yeah, that's crazy as hell. Sketchy health advice. How are you gonna create a whole channel, right, and create something that's AI generated, but then it's not even factual and misinformative, and you're just scaring people? Yo, that's crazy work. Let's get to it.
Gut syndrome. Leaky gut is a condition people say causes stomach pain, fatigue, and other problems. So they made a video titled Leaky Gut Myths versus Science. And in that video, they say this.
But science says leaky gut requires more. New research reveals why trendy detoxes fail. And the exact natural way to fix this is moringa plant.
Yo. I had to pause it there, guys. What the heck? It was a cup, right? And you guys can rewind it a little bit if you want to see it, but it was a cup, right? And the fucking spoon was gonna go into mix the juice, and the fucking spoon had stuff already on it, and just, it was wild. Let's get to it.
Moringa is a plant used in traditional medicine. The video claims moringa is the natural cure for leaky gut. It sounds pretty
So
convincing,
stupid.
especially when they throw in words like new research. Here's a problem: that new research doesn't exist. Studies show moringa has health benefits. It's packed with vitamins and antioxidants. But even scientists who study moringa say we need more research before making any big claims. Moringa is definitely not a scientifically proven cure for anything serious. But why would Bio AI
Hey, yo,
Art
let me
say
pause it right
something
there, right? So, moringa. My stepdad used to drink moringa for like 7 years every morning, and all it really did was make him take a shit. So, I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be for, but yo, his ass was foul, let me tell you. So, I don't know if that moringa was helping or making it worse, but he was taking a shit every morning, and that shit stunk the whole house from his bathroom. And the house was pretty big. I don't know what that tells y'all, but yeah, let's get to it.
that isn't true? Maybe they did it for the money. If you check the description under the video, you'll see a link to buy Moringa supplements. It's an affiliate link where every time someone clicks the link and buys something, the channel could earn a small cut of the sale. Is it possible they said Moringa cures leaky gut just to sell more Moringa supplements? It sure looks that way. But the channel doesn't just suggest questionable treatments. They also create fake doctors. Bio AI Art uses doctors who aren't really doctors to deliver health advice. Look at this description from one of their videos. It invites you to join Dr. Eric and Alina. In the video, Dr. Eric explains the science, and Alina plays the curious student asking questions viewers might have. It feels trustworthy until you realize they're AI-generated characters. Dr. Eric doesn't exist, and he definitely shouldn't be called doctor because he doesn't have a medical degree. If a real doctor gives harmful advice, they can lose their license. AI doctors can say anything without facing
All right, let me pause it right there, guys. Look, y'all see that shit? That looks like an AI generated doctor. That looks fake already. Oh, come on. Come on. Let's get to it.
However, nearly 1 million viewers watch bio AI art every month, and they trust the information these AI doctors provide. There's one last thing that makes these videos seem more convincing: the way they look. Bio AI art uses slick animations to visualize the human body. It looks like something you'd see in a real medical documentary. For example, look at this video.
That's
it shows how
crazy.
food passes through the human body. Quality videos like this make viewers trust the channel more. Right now, bio AI art has 243 million views, and
That's a
it's
lot.
still growing. So I'm not saying that all their medical videos are wrong, but when it comes to health, there's no room for mistakes. AI content farms aren't obviously just in the health niche. They've spread to other parts of YouTube.
Yeah.
Fake true crime videos. Imagine a YouTube channel that makes up fake murders, fake victims, and fake evidence, then presents them as real crimes that actually happen. There's a content farm doing just that. It's a channel called True Crime Case Files. True Crime Case Files launched in 2023. Within months, they hit 50,000 subscribers. They made videos about crimes from all over the world. This channel claimed every story was real, and viewers believed them. Then they posted a documentary about a strange murder in Colorado. And that one video made people question everything. So what was the story? It involved a man named Richard Engelbert. Richard was a real estate agent, but he had a secret. He was cheating on his wife. One day, Richard's wife called 911. She sounded scared. She said she found Richard lifeless in their basement. Someone had taken his life. Cops were called in to investigate. They even named a prime suspect. It looked and sounded real. The viewers believed every detail. The 25-minute documentary went viral. It hit 2 million views on YouTube, but something didn't add up. The case wasn't reported anywhere else. No articles, no police statements. Viewers were confused. Some even emailed the Denver Post asking why they didn't cover such a serious crime. That's when a local journalist started digging. What she found was shocking. There was no Richard Engelbert in Colorado. No affair, no murder. She even checked with the police and they confirmed it. The entire story was fake.
Yo, let
Even
me pause
the
it right
district
there. Now imagine if there was really someone called Richard Engelbert, right? And this AI content literally just made a video about him cheating on his wife and committing a serious crime and all that kind of stuff, right? But it was never true, but he was a real person. Imagine what kind of hardship he would go through just to try to prove that all this wasn't real, right? That's wild work. That's the problem with AI. You don't even know anymore. Let's get it.
attorney debunked the story.
Definitely not a real case, not based on a real case, not even remotely similar to any real cases. Totally pulled out of thin air.
When she shared her findings, it made headlines. Littleton murder story hits 2 million views on YouTube, then exposed as fake. It was only a matter of time before YouTube found out. When YouTube looked into the channel, they found deeply unsettling storylines. One story was about a young person sold as a slave to a local sheriff. Another was about a teacher
That's
who took a
wild.
student's life to hide a dark secret. They all sounded real, but they were bogus, completely made up. So in February 2025, YouTube banned the True Crime Case Files channel. This channel was a typical AI content farm. They posted hundreds of videos, but they didn't have a team of writers or editors. It was just one guy with a laptop and some AI. And eventually, journalists tracked him down. The man running True Crime Case Files agreed to an interview, but on one condition. He wanted to stay anonymous because he was allegedly getting death threats for faking crime stories. So for the interview, he went by the name Paul. Paul said each video took about 2.5 hours to make. AI wrote most of the script, narrated the story, and generated images of fake people. He usually posted 2 videos a week. It was fast, it was cheap, and made a ton of money. One report said the channel made $82,000 in 10 months. No wonder Paul described it as a gold rush. But he didn't feel bad about fooling his audience. Paul said true crime at the
Let me
end
pause
of
it
the day
right there, guys. Now I really get why people are doing this AI slop. They don't really care about it being misinformative. They don't care that it's not teaching anything or that it's telling lies. They just care about the greed and the money of it. Just remember, you guys are watching videos. So my deal, right, Tentoes family, I put videos out like this so you guys, can recognize, some things that are going on that are wrong in the world. And I like to put this to your guys's, eyesight. I want to open your guys' minds to this. So this is why I make videos like this, guys. It's very informative. It's teaching you guys that not everything is real for sure, and you guys already should know that. But AI is something that's very, very, very controversial. I stand biased on AI, right? I don't use it myself, but That's crazy where guys, let's get into it. Yo, 10 Toes family, much love and thank you for the support.
Is a form of entertainment. Viewers are just there to be entertained and to have a thrilling mystery. But faking true crimes can cause some problems.
Yeah.
The district attorney explained how these fake stories could impact real cases.
If people start distrusting reports of crimes, that might mean people start distrusting real victims of crimes.
He also warned they could damage the entire justice system.
So AI changing photos, changing videos, creating whole photos or videos out of thin air, that can really impact our ability to have a jury trust us.
YouTube shut down true crime case files, but copycat channels are still online. One example is Hidden Family Crime Stories. It has 72 videos and about 16,000 subscribers. Another is True Crime The Untold Stories. Both channels present fake crimes
That's crazy. I watched True Crime The Untold Stories. And it's fake. Oh my god. I feel like a bogus right now. See what I'm telling you guys? Yo, this is very alarming. Let's get to it.
Fact, and judging by their comment sections, viewers believe it's real. These fake stories mention real towns and real neighborhoods. That kind of misinformation slowly destroys trust. And when something terrible actually happens, who's gonna believe it? Sometimes these content farms go after the most innocent people in our society, kids.
Correct.
Taking advantage of kids. Crianças Inteligentes is a YouTube channel that makes educational videos for Brazilian kids. Crianças Inteligentes means smart kids in Portuguese. The channel claims its videos are developed by experts in teaching. It says it follows Brazil's national education standards. Everything about the branding screams trust. But there's a twist. The channel's Facebook page links back to a company called Video Brinquedo. Video Brinquedo is pretty famous, but famous for all the wrong reasons. The company is notorious for making cheap knockoffs of Disney and Pixar movies. If you've ever seen a weird video of cars with bad animation or a fake Ratatouille with a goofy looking rat, that's them. Their whole business was built on copying hit movies, selling them to kids, and making money. So what happens when a company like that decides to make educational content for kids? In 2013, they launched the Crianças Inteligentes YouTube channel. At first, it wasn't terrible. The early videos had hand-drawn animation. The stories were easy to follow. They even made a Cinderella cartoon that looked pretty good. Then something changed around 2022. The videos started to look off. The characters moved in strange, awkward ways. That's because the animation was now AI generated. Just look at this video of a cartoon chef. His hands are messed up. His fingers bent the wrong way, almost like they're broken. Now look at this man drumming. It looks like one hand is hitting the drum and the other is just drumming.
Let me pause it right there. You guys realize, right? And this is for all my parents out there. Yo, either one or two things can happen. Either your kids are going to get traumatized or your kids are going to, fade into the brain rot and they're going to become, we need to look out for these kids, guys. Very important. Let's get it.
Previous video is about potatoes, except the potatoes have faces. They don't look friendly, their eyes float, their teeth look strange, it's unsettling, like something out of a horror movie. Millions of Brazilian kids watch this every day. Parents think their children are learning from quality cartoons, but what they're really watching are bizarre AI videos. Today, Crianças Inteligentes has around 1.2 million subscribers. They posted over 1,700 videos, and those videos racked up 617 million views. But those views earn them thousands of dollars from YouTube ads. But ads are just one way they make money. Crianças Inteligentes also has a subscription service. Parents can pay $28 a year for cheap videos disguised as educational content. This is just one content farm targeting kids, but they all follow the same playbook. Use AI to pump out cheap videos, claim it's made by experts, and watch the money roll in. This next content farm preys on our deepest emotions. Making terrible AI content. Talent shows used to be about real people with real talent. Now AI content farms are faking everything, even the contestants. Take a look at this YouTube channel. It's called America Talent Show. The name sounds a lot like America's Got Talent. The channel banner is red, white, and blue. The stage has golden railings and dramatic lights. Even the audience setup is familiar. It's almost like they want you to think this is America's Got Talent, but it's not. It's a cheap knockoff by a content farm. America Talent Show has over 120 videos and and 3,000 subscribers. Every video follows the same formula. A contestant walks on stage, shares a heartbreaking story, then stuns everyone with their talent, and the audience gives a standing ovation. Now take a look at this clip. These are real judges from actual episodes of America's Got Talent. Check out this clip as well. These are real people in the audience. Now look at the performers. Their faces are too smooth, the lip syncing is off, the way their bodies move isn't natural. That's because they aren't human, they're AI. This content farm stole clips from real shows. Judges smiling, the crowd clapping, then they use AI to make fake contestants. Finally, they stitch it together to create a performance that never happened. But the amazing part is how they use real emotion to sell fake stories. These fake stories recycle the same sob stories. One of the most popular is The Child with a Baby.
Hello.
What the heck?
Good evening. My name is Sophia and I'm 10 years old. This is my little sister, Emma. She's only 6 months old.
This AI girl claims she was abandoned. Now she must sing to provide for herself.
Let me pause it right
baby.
there, guys. Y'all see that? That don't even look right. Look it. It looked like the baby's missing his whole legs and everything. Let's get to it.
Sister. The comments are filled with sympathy and support, all for a child who doesn't exist. Even more viral is the old man's storyline.
My name is Isaiah Matthews, and for 54 years, I was just a number.
What the heck? This is stupid.
The old man says he spent decades in prison. Now at 78, he's chasing one last dream. It's emotional, but Isaiah Matthews obviously isn't real. But they bury disclaimers deep in their video descriptions. One reads, "This is an AI-generated fictional video created for entertainment and emotional storytelling." Most people don't read video descriptions, so the disclaimer is there to protect the channel. But content farms don't stop at fake talent shows. They also steal from real YouTubers. One creator found out the hard way. AI replacing human creators.
That's fucked up.
Duncan Clark is a YouTuber with over 200,000 subscribers. In October 2023, Duncan got a message from another YouTuber. It had a link. When Duncan clicked, he saw a video that looked similar to the one he'd made.
The video happened to be on the same topic as my recent video on pareidolia, and the thumbnail had an eerie resemblance to mine.
The topic, structure, and even the title were similar, but the quality was different.
The visuals were all crappy stock footage. The writing was stilted, and it felt like he was just reading Wikipedia.
Then Duncan spotted something that proved this wasn't just similar, it was a direct ripoff.
In my video, I talked about the ambassadors painting, but when he talked about it, he made it sound like anamorphosis was specifically a variety of pareidolia, that this guy, or rather this AI, has no actual understanding of the subject matter.
The copycat channel was called Apperception, and Duncan figured out how they might have copied him.
He scraped my script from the transcript on YouTube and asked ChatGPT to reword it for him. This explains the dry writing and the identical structure of topics.
The AI copy didn't just take inspiration from Duncan's video. It practically stole it, and this wasn't just a one-off thing. There's a whole industry enabling AI content farms to steal from real creators. There are tons of AI services out there, and they make it super easy to start an AI content farm. Plus, if anyone wants to copy other creators, these tools make it simple. For just $30 a month, these services will make videos for you. They call it set it and forget it. People even brag about this online. A guy named Kems posted on X that he runs 15 YouTube channels, but all he does is look up video topics. Then AI does everything else. The goal isn't to make good videos, it's to pump out as many as possible. But content farms also hurt real jobs. Some still hire writers or designers to help out, but they pay them almost nothing. For instance, Erin worked as a video editor for a content farm. At first, she was paid $100 for every 10-minute video she made. Then her boss slashed her pay. He claimed the channel wasn't making enough money. In reality, the channel was getting millions of views. But Erin believes he just wanted to replace her with AI because it was cheaper than hiring a real person. AI content farms are growing, but real creators aren't giving up without a fight. The downfall of AI content farms. In early 2025, 146 YouTubers teamed up to stop AI from stealing their content. They called it the Keep It Real campaign.
It does feel kind of like our content is being used without our permission, without our compensation.
Let me pause it right there. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Y'all realize real people are fighting against a fucking computer over content, over AI generated slop. Keeping it real, these people are literally making a whole campaign movement to battle a computer. What in the fuck would we realize in a world that real people are battling against something that they created to begin with. And I'm not like specifically them, but you get what I'm saying? That's crazy, guys. They're in a campaign and a movement to battle against the computer for content. That is fucking appalling to me. Yo, let's get to it.
They wanted two things. First, tech companies should treat creators like partners, not just free data for AI.
AI models have access to publicly available information, and they
more
are using this information that has been put together by regular people like us to compete directly with us.
Second, advertisers should put their money behind real human-made content, not AI videos. But AI isn't all bad. According to YouTube, 92% of creators use AI tools in some way.
Correct.
I mean, I use ChatGPT too, but mainly for knowledge, and most definitely not to create scripts, videos, or anything that takes away the human element. Real creators can use AI to improve their work, not replace it. But there's good news. In 2024, YouTube introduced new rules for AI content. If a creator uses AI, they're supposed to say so. Then YouTube adds a label in the video's description. For serious topics like health, YouTube puts the AI label right on the video. It makes sense. But there's a problem. AI content farms don't always follow the rules. Sometimes they don't admit AI was used, so there's no label. And even when there is a label, most people don't see it in the video description. They just hit play. They don't even realize they're watching AI. AI is improving every day. Soon, YouTube might have more AI videos than human ones. So I want to encourage you guys to support creators who use AI to improve their work, not replace it. Because in the end, humanity is what we need. Visual Venture.
Yo, Tento's family, y'all need to subscribe to Visual Venture. These videos that I'm putting out, yo, without the other creators, all of this wouldn't be possible because, I'm bringing it to you guys. If you guys don't know what these channels are, but yo, Visual Venture is a really good channel that covers a lot of stuff that is very knowledgeable. And I watch a lot of these videos, and we're going to be covering and, we're going to be doing a deep dive on these bases. So thank you, Tento's family. Just want to, share the love and share the positivity. And, again, all of this wouldn't be possible without you guys. And I don't use AI. And if you use AI, everybody, to each their own. But yeah, none of this is a script. It's all just one take and off of the little tools and, everything that I have. But yo, on to the next one, guys, and see you later.